we're here. We're queer. Let's not start off that way. Mom will be.
I knew it was finally your time.
We're here. We're queer. I'm not queer. Wish I were.
Honestly, I wish you were too.
You wish I was gay. You wish I was a lesbian.
You would take over the lesbian community.
There would be I think the lesbian community would love me.
Oh my God, yeah.
Or I commented on one of Alix Earle's posts the other day and I said, I feel the need to be like the ugly friend in the picture, like all the girls on the yacht in St. Bart. They need a funny, uglier friend. Like, I'm not saying ugly.
That. Listen, I think if you were on a yacht with Tom Brady and Alix Earle, I think Tom Brady would choose you. I'm just saying.
Wow. Clip that.
That wasn't supposed to be super. It was supposed to be condescending, but I really think that's the truth.
What's going on?
He doesn't know what to do with all that, Earl.
Oh, okay. So it was like a backward compliment.
It was like a half and half. It was like, but we had this big argument, not a big argument, but like a smaller argument about who is internationally a bigger superstar, Tom Brady or Gisele.
Oh God.
The answer is obvious, and I don't know why anybody would think otherwise.
I mean, that's a power couple. That's a power couple.
Power X couple, but think about it.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I still get sad when I see her post with the new baby. I'm sad for Tom, but then I don't know the full story. I'm sad for Tom. I'm sad for her. But then I'm looking at it. I'm like, why am I sad for them? I know this. I know how things work. It's okay. I think personally, when my mom and dad got divorced and I grew up knowing that my parents were divorced, I said to Mom, how can you marry somebody and have a baby with them and not be in love with them forever? So adolescent Nicki was like, how can you experience that together and not be in love forever? That was the way I thought love was supposed to go.
So did you find the answer to that question?
Yes.
Do you want to share with the audience?
I mean, I don't know what the verbal. I feel like I need a copywriter to just like put something mechanical onto my brain. And then when my brain is doing the things it's doing, it's like the words for it, the copywriter has. They're like, here's what she's thinking right now. Because I can never get the right words out.
You need your own like little concierge. I think that's what we're going to name it.
You just went next level. You went like Ritz-Carlton Club level. I'm here at like,
well, that's the only way
I don't know how to communicate because I have a learning disability.
That is how I can get through the thick skull of yours, is bringing back hospitality terms and Four Seasons terms.
I'm in my travel.
And ringing over your head like this. Concierge, club level, me.
I'm going to be honest, this is a little bit ridiculous. I have really enjoyed watching my own vlogs on YouTube. I sit there and I'm like, I love this. Why is no one watching this?
So, well, that's the thing I told you. And I was like, I think you're going to make them, and even this podcast, it's like, I don't really care if anybody listens. I actually forget people listen because that actually bit me in the butt a little bit over break. Because I went a little heavy on you on the episode before we broke for the year, and it was the talk of the town, and I always forget it was just about our family's differences and patience and forgiveness and holding grudges.
I forget what we say because this is just like a FaceTime between. I
really think this is like a FaceTime for us, and I forget people actually listen, and I really gonna be I'm not going to be more, this is not going to change anything, but I'm like, that was my wake up reminder being home and people being like, I heard what you said, blah, 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 because more people have my kind of train of thought than you. So that was kind of funny, but I'm glad people listen. To be honest with you.
Thank you for listening. Please, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I have to get better at saying that.
Yeah. And I think we saw the result of that in obviously like the video we put up, when we were home with Wendy. That was pretty impromptu, and it was just raw and fun, and everybody loved it. It wasn't structured. Like we didn't have to, that wasn't an idea we jotted down. It was just kind of like pick up the camera and film. So that's what I wanted to do.
We saw all the stuff around us while we were drinking wine. We're like, we should do a home goods haul in mom's house, in dad's house.
And remember, we didn't think it was funny. The one that was really funny was the people that did it. Very structured, very perfect, had all the items. I thought that was hilarious.
Me too. So I'm going to put the clip here. I'm going to put the video here so you all can see what we're talking about. This is just our family 24/7. I think the relatability factor is you get a mom in the room, you get a brother and sister home from the holidays together. Like that's your magic, is like the relatability of like, what is this stuff in this house? I'm going to take my coffee to go, but do you have a MILF like to go mug?
No. Oh, I do.
Wait, did I get that? Do you have a cutting board that you wouldn't necessarily use for cutting? It's the shape of Massachusetts and it's got a bunch of random towns. Why'd you buy me that?
For cheese and stuff. Why do you...
Do you have a chocolate bunny that's named Frankie, like me, but also that expired in 1997?
Really, it's got the chocolate off of it.
Do I sound a little congested?
A little bit, yeah. You're rolling your face. I mean, there's a lot going on. I'm into it. I'm trying to deep puff. I ordered a bunch of... This is the year of skincare for me. Okay.
I ordered a bunch of new skincare. This is my 2026 motto or goal is to try, to actually like try. And I think my wake-up call was just like, I looked at pictures. I was trying to do my 2026 or 2025 collage. I looked at pictures when I really gave an effort to leave the house versus when I didn't. And there's a drastic difference, as you can tell.
I know, I'm laughing because like while you were saying this, guess what I pictured in my head?
No, your eye went cross. What'd you picture? I thought you were having a seizure. You just went like this.
I pictured the lesbian picture you sent me yesterday, and it reminded me of like all your eras in 1 year. All your hair eras.
6 different haircuts.
How many haircuts did you have in 2025?
I screenshotted some. Do you want to see?
Yes, please. He sent me one yesterday.
Because I'm gonna click it here. You know how everybody does their collage of like all the carousels? Or like a video montage. I was trying to do something because I wanted to get something up on Instagram. And then I'm like I'm at March and I'm like, I have already lived 10 lives, going into March. I was in Tulum, I was in France, and we did, like so many things. I had 3 different haircuts. So haircut number 1 was my Stranger Things.
Fucking dead.
Crazy.
That is straight out of like a 1966 camper.
And then I started like just blowing it out. The curls were kind of gone.
Wow, I remember that. I
do like that one. I think this one could be a keeper. And then
that looks like a perm you used to get at Fantastic Sam's.
And this was my favorite one. The perm had been completely blown out at this point. And it was straight and it had a good mullet in the back. That was a good one.
Show us all the trick. What do you do?
And then I got a haircut because I wanted to get it shorter. And I asked for a half bang, and he gave me a perfect version of what I asked for. But it went total Walker, Texas Ranger situation. And then not great. But I like that. I think I'm going to grow it out again. I think
we should all do a poll on which hair did you like best on Frankie Ray in 2025. What's the lip thing? What are you doing there? Tell me. There's got to be an LA secret to this. Where does the tongue go for that?
I've always wanted a little bit, a little shaky.
Side by side the picture, Frankie.
What? Everybody wants a little bit of a bigger lip sometimes.
I'm asking, what's the trick? I know that there are pose tricks for the runway models and shit.
I just squeeze my lips a little bit.
Mom hates when you do that. Mom's like, what's he doing with the lip?
I know. I hate when I do it too. But it's a habit. But I think, again, 2026, try. What's yours?
Can we do some like feel good conversations? Because the hair makes me, that's amazing. We all should have a hair, like Chase is probably at some point going to be mad at me that I don't do better with his hair.
Okay, thank God you brought this up because he's going through exactly what I was going through as a kid.
Yours was worse, though. Yours was worse.
Nope, it wasn't. It was the same. I just
yours was his pushes out to the side. Yours was dead across like a bowl.
Needs a haircut.
Okay. That is amazing. That is amazing. So the haircut, did they just be like put like a, is there, that's amazing. That's like a Lego hair. It's Lego
I think they
hair.
actually put a bowl around your head and cut. That's how they do the bowl cut. But I think Chase is going to do you or be very happy if you do a little mod in 2026.
Well, why don't you pick a hairstyle out and I'll take him to like a bar.
I wish he has the thing is he has really, really straight hair. You know who has, because he has curly hair. Liz and Liam's son has the cutest haircut. He has a little mullet.
Chase only had that hair, the curly hair. The first time I got it cut, it was gone. Remember how curly Chase's hair was? Mm-hmm. His first haircut was in Cape Cod. And I remember it being I had to hold him. There was screaming, crying, throwing up almost.
So he has not gotten a haircut since when?
He got one a few weeks ago, but here's the thing, and I don't want to insult, I don't want the girl to hear this and be insulted. He does not want to go to a barber. He needs a barber, a man who knows how to do he goes to somebody right now who's a female hairdresser in a salon, doesn't have all the tools because she takes 7 minutes or less. And it's like he sits down, they have a chat, she's got kids, he feels good there, she gives him a lollipop at the end, in and out.
Listen, I feel him. I was the same way. I still am the same way. Barbers are like a whole very, a lot of testosterone, sitting down, taking time. I don't want to take my time. Right. I like my barber because he's punctual. We have a good conversation, but I'm not, I've sat down in barber's chairs before where they're like, you want a drink? They take an hour to do a fade. And I'm like,
lather your face and shit.
I'm like, I don't need the, they're like, do you want a shoulder massage? No, I just want to cut and get out of here. So Chase, I feel you. Barbers are overwhelming. Yeah. I agree. I took me 30 years to find one that I actually enjoy going to where I don't feel stressed out.
But also this all ties together, right? The moms will probably relate to this as this ties together. Before I had kids, there's no way in hell my kids were wearing Paw Patrol sneakers with light ups. And guess what? Both kids had when they were toddlers, got them the light up sneakers. And then it's like, oh, I'll never have, my kid will always be stylish and well dressed and have good hair. No, sometimes you got to sometimes your battles are here and the hair comes here. But yeah. I do think 2026 is year to get a little tighter. Like the other day I said to him, I'm like, buddy, look how he grew like a weed. And now what happens is when you're thinner and you're taller, guess where the pants are? He doesn't want loose fitting pants. He wants pants that he could feel on his leg. So they're like this much too high right now. So there's the Crocs, Nicki, the white socks, and the high water pants.
As a child that went through all of these same things, everybody says I look like Chase. I'll own it right now. I had the high waters. I had the haircut. I didn't have the glasses, so I can't feel him there. But do him a favor. Yeah. Give him a makeover.
Yeah, no, he's due. A year ago, he was a little kid. He was a little kid. Right now, I'm like, oh my God, he's a little boy. Like he's a boy. He's getting older. It's weird. I still can't fathom it. I'm trying to go in for hugs and kisses as if it's last year and it's a new year. And he still wants them, but they're on his terms now. I'm like, damn it. We've hit another milestone.
But I think he's going to get a lot of confidence too. Get him in some baggy, pants, a tighter top, good sneakers, good Nikes, a good sweatsuit fit. The hair needs to be chopped. Make it a cool haircut.
You know where we can explore this is we've got a few trips coming up. And I know that he's not a person that will wear something new to school, but when we're on trips, he'll wear whatever. He'll be like, go pop off, mom. So I think the time to implement the new outfits is the trips.
I want to come. Maybe it'll help if I was there. And
What about
Uncle Frankie is going to be the makeover coordinator.
It would help. They have been playing a lot of indoor basketball. I have the living room set up with an indoor hoop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shit show. Another thing I never thought I'd do. They are playing full-blown 2v2 in my living room.
That's
Layla
great.
Layla went to practice last night because she plays co-ed. She goes, Mom, I think the living room hoop helped me because they've been just no screens. This is day 4.
No way.
Frankie.
That's like eternity in your household for no screens.
Frankie. Day 4.
No, I felt like how strict?
No, I mean, if the TV's on, I don't count that as a screen. We're
no phones, no iPads.
No iPad, no phones. None.
Okay.
None.
And not chaos.
Oh, total chaos. Total chaos. But like there's a chaos that's like I'm bored. I need to figure this out. Like it's almost like it went from like the first day was just they were pissed and they asked me 1,000,000 times for the devices and 1,000,000 negotiations happened. Day 2 was like, I'm going to fight with my sibling because it gives me the dopamine that I need. Fighting, calling each other names, wrestling. I had to send Chase's friend home because it got so bad. That was day 2.
But I feel like that's normal.
But that's what I said to Mom. I go, and to my dad, I said, Dad, we used to do this shit outside. No one saw you wrestling your sibling or your neighbor in the house. Like it all happened outside and the parents weren't there. I'm there. I guess what I did at one point, I walked up to my room, I shut the door and I watched Taylor Swift documentary with a glass of wine. And I said, let them be 80s kids right now until it went too far. And I came down like what's the meme where the lady's like, it is 2:00 in the fucking morning. And I said, enough is enough. Your friend's got to go home. This was
a sleepover.
This was midday, Frankie.
Oh, I think you said
midday because it was still break. We're 2 weeks into the break at this point.
So what's your telltale sign of like when it goes too far? Is there a certain decibel? Is there a certain type of scream? Is there a certain, what is the like, I got to intervene?
Oh.
Because there has to be something in your brain that goes, it's going too far. It's not
Chase
kids,
was okay. Honestly,
abuse.
And I'm going to say he wasn't going to do anything with it. Chase was chasing Layla around with a piece of plywood.
Okay, so that's where it cuts off when weapons
I said
are involved.
Absolutely not. No domestic threats.
Yeah.
No domestic looking like you got like no weapons. No, nothing. He's like, I wasn't going to do. I'm aware you weren't, but you want it. No.
Yeah.
So the friends had to go. I had to really text like the mom because I'm thinking, is the kid going to go home and tell her like Layla was going to hit?
Yeah.
And then I had to really. Then I questioned myself. I'm like, what is happening?
Like you can have fun, but you can't take it too far, and that's a life lesson.
Too far was the calling each other names, throwing each other to the floor over a 2v2 basketball game where both of the friends were like watching them. I said, maybe the two of you shouldn't guard each other anymore, Layla and Chase. And then here's where the two sides of my brains, because I have two separate sides of my brain. One is like, I will justify this side. And this side is like, I will justify this side. Example, I bet you Gronk and his brothers were like this when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's part of like letting them be who they are. They're competitive.
Yeah.
They're fierce.
All of my friends had siblings. All of my friends had siblings, and they all beat the crap out of each other.
And then there's the Grandma Weege little bowl of sunshine side of me that's like, this is terrible. No violence. This is awful. Be nice to each other. You're only going to have each other when mom and dad and everybody else are no longer here. It's the two of you.
Yeah.
So two separate sides of my brain is like the cockfight or the bowl of sunshine spiritual.
Here's the big difference. There were the siblings that fought, and then me. I was always the only child, kind of from the outside perspective. But yes. What crossed the line is the siblings never fought with another party. So like the friends that were over or other people that was never altercation. It was only the siblings or the twins that could beat up each other. So as long as it's not breaking that line.
Did they brawl?
The Pratts? Ian and Tyler used to beat the crap. I used to have to move furniture up until.
This is good. I need this because they're great.
Oh, they used to go at it in every corner of the house, and it was like let them go for like 2 to 3 minutes, and I would move like the glass table and just let them hash it out, and they would go pretty freaking ham. And this was up until like we left for like college, and then they would be fine, and we would like continue on the day. But I would never intervene. I would never also fight. You know what I mean? Like I would, it wasn't like a thing, but they would say one little thing and just beat the crap out of each other.
It's wild.
Cushions flying, blankets flying. I would move stuff so it didn't get broken in the house, but it would be done in like 2 to 3 minutes. And then it would be like, next.
This is good to know.
But they're not chasing each other with objects.
But they get along now. They're great friends now. Best friends.
Yeah, they are like they're great friends. They're like they're twins, twin telepathy. Like I don't think there's any greater bond in the universe than having a twin.
My kids are so competitive. Speaking of the twins, is that Layla knows that Chase was a twin and that his sister did not make it onto the earth. And she can't just be like, oh, compassionate about it. She's like, I was a twin too. As if him being a twin and his twin sister being in heaven is like makes him more special than her. So she's like, I was a twin too. She really thoroughly believes that she was a twin too. And her twin didn't make it here either.
She knows how to manipulate. Love her. But yeah, listen, I don't think you should.
For parents though, of very strong-willed kids, it's going to pay off someday, but getting through it and having the toolkit for it is like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking Chase can't do that to her, but when she wrestles him to the ground, like, is it fair that I just tell him, like, you can't touch a woman, you can't touch a girl like that? But she's literally you get what I mean?
It's weird.
You're trying to raise two humans, not a.
I think he would know. It's just like the sibling thing. It's so different, It's so different because all of my friends who used to do that, the Pratts, everybody, they would never touch another human being. Right. Like they would never harm a fly, And they're both, everybody are amazing, amazing humans, amazing parents, amazing, nurturing, loving, great parents.
I do want to know what the Gronk. I want to interview Gronk.
It's just a sibling thing. Imagine me and you beating the shit out of each other, though.
Like back in the we would have though if we were little, grew up together.
But I could never imagine us doing that.
No, but I do that to Layla and Chase. I go, can you imagine Frankie doing that to me?
That's Wendy. That's your Wendy talking.
It's the Wendy comes out for sure. But I want to interview Gronkowski's or the Kelsey's mom and be like, did they used to beat the shit out of each other? When did that stop? What did you do? Did you just put a blind eye to it? Because that was 80s style, is like you didn't see anything. Mm-hmm. My dad, speaking in the 80s, sorry, Dad, if you're listening, caught me in the pool looking at my neighbors with the mask on.
So how did he handle that?
Honestly, parenting in the 80s was very simple. This was him at the grandma's window. He saw me underwater with my mask, and he probably saw. When you're in, it wasn't anything perverted. It was curiosity. It's like, hey, I'll show you mine if you show me yours type thing.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with a brother. I never saw a thing.
Yeah.
So I went under my mask.
That's so messed up, but I love
this it. Core memory. All I heard was this when I came up from the No one was outside with kids swimming, by the way. They were all in the house in the AC, and all I hear is this. And I look over and he's in the window. Mortified. I probably stayed outside for 3 extra hours after that. Mortified. Parents, it's like less is more. That really worked for me.
It is.
He did not say a lot, but I was like,
You were
because it was
caught.
only that. And then there was nothing else mentioned. That was like enough for me to be like,
mortified. I get the less is really more. Less is really more. I agree. The looks, the knock. And you remember it too. You probably remember. You could probably paint.
I feel it in my stomach.
You could probably paint a picture of how that looked.
Yes. I don't remember what the thing under the water looked like, but I remember that.
Yep.
Oh, God. And I'll be honest with you. If Layla was doing that, I would create 1,000 different stories of like, this is going to fuck her up. And like, what is she doing? Something's wrong with her. Back then it was just.
You just got to let kids be kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let kids be kids and siblings be siblings.
I did a post on it today. I'll ask you your opinion. I did a post today about why do I have this chronic need to succeed and to move and to be doing? And there's something in me. Don't get me wrong. I could sit and scroll, but then I am so hard on myself about it because I didn't grow up with the scrolling and wasting time.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in the era of, and you probably did too, like early 90s, you were like, busy, do more, succeed more, climb the ladder. Were you raised that? I don't think you were raised that way nearly as much as I was. Is that being busy was like a flex. And now we're all adults raising kids and we're like, I don't want Layla to grind as hard as me.
See, there was no expectations for me. But Wendy and Frank, my parents, were both very, very busy all the time. I was also very busy. It was kind of like an unspoken, we're just going. And that was just the nature of the house. You know, lots of different things. But again, we stay active, we stay going. Yeah. And I think that's really the key. But it was never an expectation. I've never heard my parents say you need to go to, you know, a really good school or an Ivy League or, you know, you need to excel. It was just, you show up, you kill it. You know, we always put ourselves in this pedestal, like we will be great athletes, we will be great students, but it was never pressure. I never felt pressure at all as a kid, ever.
Right.
Ever.
No, you like, I think their ability to let us, mom with me, like the ability to let me try a bunch of different things and see what I land in was like the best thing that I got that I now give to my kids.
Yeah.
It's like, keep trying. If you don't like baseball, sucks. Because I think Chase was going to be good. But if you don't like it, at least finish the season. And then we tried sailing and he loved it. We tried a golf camp. Didn't like the camp, but he does like going to the range. He does like going on the course.
We're so funny. Chase and I are
basketball
exact same. Hated baseball. And also, I think Chase is very particular about, it's not the sport, it's the people. And that was me. If I was not vibing with the team or the type of person or the type of kid that was on this, baseball did not like baseball kids. Football did not like football kids. Sailing, loved the energy. Golf, loved the sport, didn't like the kids. Soccer, so loved 10 out of 10. That was my like favorite. But it wasn't really the sport. It was the energy around it.
Do you remember your coaches though? Do you remember what coach? So let's go back.
Very big part of my life.
Huge part of the energy, if you like something or not, is the coach though too. We're talking about the kids. How about the coaches?
Yeah, my basketball coach was a toxic dad that was only obsessed with his son, and it made me want to quit the sport. And we switched teams into, you know, somebody that's very close with our family who coached, who's amazing. And I started loving the sport again. He was also my soccer coach. Sailing, my instructors were everything, like amazing. You know, and going into high school, I only liked the sports that I, you know, was obviously good at, but the team and the energy and the coaching was huge for me. And this is a big difference between a hard coach and a toxic coach. There's a big difference. I liked hard coaching, as you can probably tell, but it's the toxic coaching that's not. I can tell the difference.
Chase loves his basketball coach this year. Loves. And he's probably one of the tougher ones in the league, but it's so good because Chase, if there's not structure and expectations, he's not interested.
very much like Chase. I still am. I really still am. At the end of the day, I definitely abide by a set of rules for sure.
All right. 2026 energy. What are you letting go of in 2025 and what are you letting in 2026?
See, that's the thing. I was going through all my photos and videos. 2025 was really fun. Like, it was probably the best year on record yet. So I'm like nervous that I'm not going to be able to top it. You know?
Wow.
I'm like, so like I was going through and I'm like, I can't even make a collage to like summarize the year. I'm only through March and I'm already at like 15 different photo events that were like a life-changing moment, you know?
Wow.
Like crazy.
Do you always feel like you remember, or do you have to go back into picture? Like, are you hard on yourself where you're like, oh God, I don't know if I did it enough?
Oh no, I remember everything. It just seemed like this was long. Like I went back to March and February and I was like, it felt like France was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like even Coachella and Tulum and even the LA fires were this year too, which was a huge, thing. But like, it seemed like longer, So like 2025 was a long year. And I like that because like, I don't like when life goes by too quickly. It's like you just inch towards death.
When I saw you for Disneyland, when you picked us up from the airport.
I have that too.
But that was in May. That feels like a year and a half ago. All right. So, but you said 2025, what you loved. What are you leaving behind?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
2025 was great.
What are you coming in with?
I'm going a little bit easier on the booze. The face is getting a little puffy. It's not bouncing back like it used to.
Okay.
Need to get that jawline back. I got my jaw chewers. You bite these. There they go. It. And then I got this. We're gonna roll it back. And that's it.
Do you think the rollers work? Layla has all those. I'm like, for what?
We'll see. I've been freaking doing it nonstop. We're getting this back. We're getting the jawline back.
What is that supposed to do? I know it's supposed to add circulation.
It gets like all the shit out of your face. The puffiness. I get puffy. Right. So again, we're leaving puffy swollenness in 2025, then snatched in 2026.
Let's wrap it. Like, subscribe, holla at your girl. Stay for more with the first dab of 2026 season. Thanks for being here. More to come.